Oh man, what can you say? We came through, won the game. Philadelphia Eagles defeat the Washington Commanders 38. And I think we let them come through and score second garbage 31, which is annoying as hell. But you know what you gonna do, man? It is what it is. We got the W. We 7-1, and now Dallas Cowboy Week. Dallas Cowboy Week. Every day this week, I'm gonna have something special for y'all. Every single day, we're gonna be talking about Dallas Cowboys, who right now are ripe for the picking. See, what happened today with Dallas, and this is what I'm saying. They defeated a horrible Rams team that is just come to the conclusion that they're not going to even go to the playoffs or anything. They're dead in the water. Okay. Went into Dallas, got mangled by Dallas Cowboys, which I predicted Dallas would win the game. I didn't know they'd win like that, but it doesn't surprise me. That's what happens. Sometimes, you run up against a bad offense, Dallas does. Get a bunch of turnovers and bunches and, you know. But this is when I want to see them. Right now, hey, all week, everybody going to be telling them, Dallas is back. Dallas is back on track. 49ers fell. Eagles just struggled against Washington, right? So Dallas players who like to listen to that stuff, like Dallas players different from Eagles players. Like they watch First Take, they watch FS1, they watch Speak for Yourself. They watch all those shows, and they get in their feelings when the hosts don't like them, and when the hosts praise them, they start believing that stuff. That's the culture down there, right? They Hollywood over there. So they're gonna come in like some big fat turkeys, eating up all that nonsense that was being talked about. They're going to come in here with all that. And that's exactly when you want to see Dallas. If you remember last season when Dallas won that little game against us on Christmas Eve, where Gardner Minshew started, Hurts was out, and Dak Prescott, played for his life. Remember, it was after they lost to that disappointing game to the Jaguars, right? You got to understand Dallas from the psychological standpoint. They lose that game to the Jaguars, and they're placed in a situation where Dak Prescott has to go up against Gardner Minshew. He absolutely, positively had to win that game. That's like one of them games that could alter his whole career, his whole season, his whole legacy. So, he converted a bunch of crazy stuff. Gardner Minshew turned the ball over like crazy. And Dallas was able to get away with the victory, even though we had to lead the whole game, even though every Eagles fan left that game feeling like we were the better team. Dallas fans delusionally believed, it was a valid win, right? So, that's what happened with that game. Now, we got this set up. Perfect. I love it. Because the thing about it is, you coming in the Lincoln Financial Field. I haven't even checked the time yet. I think it's a prime time game. Can't wait for that one. But anyway, today's game, I gave most of my analysis at halftime. I wasn't surprised that we were able to come back and win that game. That's what we do. Sometimes it can be frustrating, but all we do is win. We were able to put up 38 points. Jalen Hurts, 4 touchdowns, over 300 yards through the air. His rating, I haven't looked at it, but it got to be crazy. A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown is the best wide receiver in the NFL. Fight me, argue with me, do whatever you got to do. Assassinate me, whatever. A.J. Brown's the best wide receiver in the NFL. For my money, I'm taking him over anybody. Did you see that touchdown catch? And then the other one, he just has 2 guys right there, and he doesn't care. He's TOing these dudes. And he's also the greatest wide receiver in the history of the franchise. Sorry, I love Harold Carmichael. I do. He ain't this guy. Mike Quick, I grew up believing he was the greatest. He ain't this guy. Deshaun ain't this guy. T.O., I'm not going to say A.J. Brown's better than T.O. career-wise, but as far as for the Eagles and the Eagles uniform, he just passed him. got to a Super Bowl like T.O. did, balled out in the Super Bowl, and then he's back in the second year. Now he getting along with the quarterback, and we looking like we on track to get back. You understand what I'm saying? So, he's the best. He's number one. So it is what it is. Um, that's what I like. That the offense is like on track. The offense is on track. Devontae Smith had a very good game. A touchdown. I think he had 7 catches for about 100 yards, maybe 99. He's right on the cusp. You know what I mean? So that was good. What else we got going on here, man? Um, I don't know. The Washington thing, like I said, guys, I wouldn't get down about it. I'm not, because it's just a particular team. I wouldn't get down on the defense like that. You know, I know some people who are down on the defense because of this game. Like, don't be week to week like that. You gotta look at things in perspective. And the reality is, I don't know. There's a weird matchup between us and Washington. Um, but it's a win, and you gotta just take it. It's just, I don't know. They play us well. Maybe they have a certain personnel that matches up well. Honestly, for some reason, their offensive line does a good job against us, whereas hardly no one else does. With Hassan Reddick, Eagles gonna have to pay that man, because he's underpaid, but he's one of them top guys, man. He's the closer. That's about to give him his name. He's the closer. You know. Good game overall. Like I said, we got content coming up for y'all about them Cowboys, them Cowgirls, whatever you want to call them. Um, First is going to be an analyzation of, see, right now Dallas got this, Cowboys fans have this notion that Dak Prescott owns the Eagles, right? Which is nonsense. But for those of you who don't see that it's nonsense, that's the first video we're going to do. We're going to show that it's nonsense, right? And we're going to show why the Eagles have been losing to the Dallas, usually in man and head-to-head matchups in the Dak Prescott era. It's not because he's excellent or anything like that, please. But yeah, again, man, fly, fly. I'm out.